This is Monday's lesson in your packet, the first sheet, Unit 1, Lesson 1, August the 24th, 2020. So be sure to write the date and your name. Then below that, you have a word problem. It says Sam has 14 red crayons and 7 blue crayons. How many crayons does Sam have altogether? So one way you can solve that is by using tally marks. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's your red crayons. And on the other side, your 7 blue crayons, 5, 6, 7. And below that, you're asked to come up with a math sentence. So there's 14 plus 7, 14 red crayons, 7 blue crayons. Okay, then you can combine those. So start out with your first set of tally marks. That's 5, 10, 15. Then you have 4 red, which you add 1 blue, that makes 20, and you're left with 1 more. So 14 plus 7 is 21. And there's your math sentence. You do need to come in here and do your tally marks or whatever you decide to do to show your work. All right. Now, down below that, I have it highlighted here. It does say circle the keyword in the problem above that helped to choose the operation. So how did we know to add? Sam has 14 red crayons and 7 blue crayons. How many crayons does Sam have altogether? So your hint there is the word altogether. Altogether, you're adding the red to the blue. All right, next, down on the page, it says draw the analog time. Analog means you use the hands to show time. So the first one is 12. So the hour hand points at the number at the beginning of the hour. And this is important because that's different than the minute hand. It points at the number. So if it's 12, here's this in red, that is the hour. Okay, then 00, that's the minute hand. The minute hand goes past 12 at the edge of the beginning of an hour. So your hour hand's pointing at the 12, the minute hand goes past the 12 and goes to the edge of the clock. All right, so you label 12 o'clock. The next one is 6. Your hour hand needs to be pointing at the number 6. Our hand points at the number at the beginning of the hour. And we know it's the beginning of the hour because it's 00. 0 minutes have passed. The minute hand goes past 12 at the edge of the beginning of the hour. So this minute hand extends past 12, goes all the way to the edge of this line. All right, so on here, you see that the 12 is touching here. The 6, the hour hand is pointing at the 6. It's not coming past it, it is pointing at the 6. All right, so 8 o'clock. Again, the hour hand points at the number, straight at the number at the beginning of the hour. And then your minute hand goes to 12 at the beginning of the hour. So it goes past the 12, the number 12. So make sure you understand that minute hand goes past the number 12 and extends to the edge of the clock. So label 8 o'clock, 4 o'clock, the same thing. Your hour hand's pointing at the number, your minute hand goes past the 12 and goes to the edge of the circle. So you can see here, this is at the edge. All right, the last thing at the bottom of your page says fill in the missing numbers by skip counting by 5. Okay, so that means you would start with 5. If you want to look at your hundreds chart, you can use that to help you count by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. So then you fill in those numbers in the boxes. And you know you've done it correctly if your last number is 100. Last thing on the page, you have pennies. It says count the money. Write the amount with a label. Pennies are worth 1 cent. They're showing you the back of the penny with a Lincoln Memorial on the back. To give you a hint there, it's 1 cent. So you can 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, 5 cents, 6 cents, and then put the value at the bottom of the page.